So, what's your goals?
I try not to set unrealistic goals. It's like to make it every day because I didn't really even know what on the spectrum was, but I since learned a lot about it and realized that suicide rate, I love numbers and figures, right, is 9 times higher. I'm also middle aged. No, I'm past middle age man with physical difficulties and mental problems and addiction. Every day I live, I break the odds.
All right, Sam. So, I got a couple. I want to ask you one question. So, you're currently homeless.
Yes, I'm currently homeless,
Where
or as I prefer to it, seeking housing options.
seeking housing options. Good. Um, where did you stay last night?
Where did I stay last night? I stayed at a friend's house.
Friend's house.
Yeah. It wasn't the best of conditions. On the floor, no running water. It was very substandard housing, but it was shelter, and I was grateful for it.
Yeah. Good. So, how long have you been homeless?
Approximately 2 years.
Okay. So, is that the first time you've been homeless these last 2 years?
Yes, it is.
So,
Except for about a period of a week, which I don't even really count that. So it's a mission. I went to rehab, and then went to a halfway house and was thrown out of that halfway house and became homeless for real.
that's a couple of years ago.
That was a couple of years ago.
What did you go to rehab for?
Uh, Addiction, and then like what particular drug?
Yeah.
Uh,
What was the
my
drug?
DOC is heroin.
Yeah.
Also alcohol. I'm just dual addicted. Basically anything that will change the way I feel, I will do.
Today, you still fighting those?
I do not do heroin anymore. Uh, but yeah, anything I can get, I will do. I don't really drink. Drinking doesn't really do anything for me. I smoke marijuana, which I don't even really consider that a drug. Methamphetamine, just anything I can do to escape my reality.
What about? Tell me about life before homelessness.
Um, Life before homelessness was just a series of trying to fit in and trying to act normal. Because I've never felt I've never been able to communicate with people. Can't talk to people. I don't understand them. And all my life I've had to pretend to be someone that I'm not because I don't know who I am. I've just recently discovered that it's because I think differently. My brain runs a different program. It's called Asperger's. It's also on the spectrum. It's referred to as different planet syndrome. And I do. I feel like I'm on a different planet. But what I have to do, and I've been doing this for like half a century, so I'm pretty good at it, is when I talk to people, it's hard for me to look them in the eye. You might have noticed that.
Yeah.
And I mask, I filter, and I script. When I say mask, I mean that I put on the fake face. Like if someone laughs, I will laugh. I don't understand humor, but I will try. Like I do understand. That'll get you in trouble because they'll be talking like, well, Grandma, she did this and she was a hoot, and everybody be laughing. And then it's like, but she died, and I'll be like, oh, Grandma. Because I'm not on cue with it.
Yep.
You have mix-ups there. Mask filter is, and I'm going to try do these without these three. It's hard. It's hard to listen to me, I'll tell you. It's a filter. Is never say what you're really thinking, because then you're just going to be. I'm always trying to fit in. I don't want to be excluded. Don't cut that sheep from the herd because the lion's going to get them. Okay, that's the filter, and the script is always know what you're going to say. What's that person fixing to say? Have an answer for them. For instance, I wear headphones a lot. Most of the time they're not on. I'm trying to avoid conversation. Conversation for me is terror. Small talk is terrifying. 'Cause I'm like, if I see someone like say at Walmart and I haven't seen them in 20 or 30 years, here I'm going around the other side, right? What I'm doing is I'm getting ready and I'll be like, hey, Bob, good to see you. With Sally, how's them kids? I've done all, got this through my head, potential questions. How are you going to do that? Good to see you. Sure, yeah, we'll see you. Ooh, got another one. Things like that. I don't think that people have no idea. Well, I seen old Eugene. Remember him? He's doing good. No, it's not. He just didn't want to talk to you and was afraid he'd see you again. It'd be awkward. Like come up, hey, how are you doing? Oh.
When did you start doing drugs? When did you do
When did I
drugs
start
first time?
doing drugs? Is in high school, in my early teen years. First real drug experience would be drinking alcohol, and that was my first love because I almost felt normal. Because when I would drink, girls liked me, I could talk, the music sounded better on the radio, and I almost felt like a human being. It'd be here, and then I'd drink, and it'd be here, and the more I drank, the more alcohol I consumed, it started going here. I'd drink, I'd get that little buzz, and boom, I was blacked out drunk, which was not that bad for me because then I didn't have to think, because I could shut my brain down because I've always had racing thoughts all my life. Can't focus on anything. And it was great. But it wasn't as effective. I do the other drugs, and it's just to get myself out of my current situation, just to make me feel good.
How did, family-wise, how did you grow up?
I was little brother. Okay? Because name's Eugene. I was a fat kid, and I'm on the spectrum. I didn't know it then, so you know I was the weird kid, right? Little weirdo. And she was a golden child. She's very pretty and very popular. Know how to talk to people. Homecoming queen, all that. And it's like, you know him, Eugene. That's little brother. You know. And what I did is I was fortunate enough that I lived way out in the country in Loudoun County. Shout out to Loudoun County there. And I could go from my house and just be in the woods all day. And I liked that part about it because I didn't have to talk to people. And I beetles. I love beetles, animals, trees, anything like that. And there I go. What was the original question? I got sidetracked. See, I do that. You were asking me, my family life growing up. Okay, so, and then, of course, I had reading. I had books. I don't know when I learned to read, but I can't remember not knowing how to read. And I thought that everybody knew how to read and never forgot nothing or anything. But I guess I'm fortunate in that I had the ability to read very, very fast and to have like a very high comprehension. But I didn't realize it. I just thought it was something everybody did. Turns out it's not. That people struggle with different things. My struggle is just a couple days ago I was talking to someone about engines and mechanics, and they thought I had like a mechanical engineering degree. Well, I can't change the oil in a car because it gets like when it goes through my hands, I'm like, have someone help me put a refrigerator tray in. That level become, and then you get to you're stupid, you know, which might be not the smartest tack, but I don't think that I'm severely, but I was led to believe that. So, you know, Eugene, fat kid, weirdo, might as well be right. Which is, and I hate to use that word. It just means slow. That's all that means. And I mean, it's tough. It was tough.
Did you have?
I always picked on me.
Yeah. Was there other folks, parents, anybody else? You know, I mean, that addiction. Are you the only one in your family that fought that, or is it more of a family thing, or you know what I mean? A lot of times it runs.
It does not run in my family.
Huh.
As far as I know. Yeah. No, I picked up and ran with it. You know.
Yeah. So, what's your goals?
I try not to set unrealistic goals. It's like to make it every day because I didn't really even know what on the spectrum was, but I since learned a lot about it and realized that with the suicide rate for above numbers is 9 times higher. I'm also middle-aged. No, I'm past middle-aged man with physical difficulties and mental problems and addiction. Every day I live, I break the odds, and I do. I think about alternate means every day, but I'm too afraid.
Do you want to get off the streets?
Yes, one of my long-term goals is to be adulting, as we say, and been working on that. I'm getting my identification cards, and I would like to be in housing by this winter. This is very hard for me because all my life I've had someone to help me because I can't take care of myself. I can't deal with people on the phone. I can't talk to people. Today was not getting the food stamp. The card. Don't say PIN number because that drives me crazy. It's personal identification number. Little things like that drive me crazy. People chewing gum, babies crying. It's sensory overload.
Yeah.
Bright lights, and things like that. And I don't have anybody to help me. I'm 60 years old. I don't have any skills. I've done menial jobs all my life. It's tough. Yeah, living on the street's tough because you get addiction and mental disorders, and everyone's out to get you, and I'm Mr. Gullible because I'm trying to break the habit of looking at a person and thinking that they're a good person because they're not. They can see it. I don't know you. It's like people can tell I'm different. I'm going to get him. I've been got so many times, and most of the time I don't even really care.
What do you mean got?
I mean, like ripped off. It's like they see me come. There he is. We'll get him for what he's got. We'll rip him off. We'll tell him this. He's going to believe it because why would someone lie to me? Because that's what people do.
Is it dangerous?
Dangerous on the streets? Oh yeah. Maybe not so much for me because I ain't pretty and I ain't a woman and I really don't have nothing. But yeah, it's dangerous on the streets. But most people know me and so psychotic Sam, and he probably ain't got none. If he does, we'll get him. But I mean, and I try to watch your areas. Gotta be alert to your surroundings because there's mean people on these streets. There's mean people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be out in Loudoun County, deep in the woods, late at night, just walking the streets. But I'm not really afraid because I'm not afraid to die. I don't want nobody to hurt me, but I'm not afraid to die either. So to answer that one, I can't keep focused on anything.
So let me ask you one more question. You said you had been to jail? No, yes. Detox. Jail. Both.
Yeah.
How many times have you been in jail?
How many times I've been in jail? Less than a dozen, I guess. All drug related. Every single thing. Never any long time. But I've done all three. I've done jails, institutions, and death because I did have a heroin overdose and was out for multiple hours. Took a lot of Narcan to bring me back. Didn't realize that I had overdosed, but I woke up and I had the most peaceful nap. And I'm like, wow, I was able to go to sleep and have all these fleeting thoughts, and it was just wonderful. And I had OD. I was dead, and I think about that. It's like, well, I sure would like to take that nap. But I am identified as a Christian, and I felt that there must be some purpose that I could do. Well, why would I be here? Because I didn't want to. I'd have really rather died. So maybe that my job is to help one person. If this video can help one person, then my life has had meaning. And that's what I tell myself on the streets, that I don't consider myself homeless. I'm exploring housing options because you create your own reality. I'm living in East Tennessee. It's beautiful. I'm not hungry. I ain't cold. I'm not dope sick. I'm not in jail. Life is good. What more do I expect? People always want more. Just remain positive. You know, if you just try not to get in this situation. Just don't overextend yourself. Don't use drugs. Drugs are bad, Mr. McKay there. That was humor. That should be funny. I know the elements. Laughed. That makes me laugh. Yeah, I'm kind of crazy too. Hopefully this will be entertaining.
Do you think you'll get off it? Do you see yourself getting, I know you said you've been to rehab, but it didn't stick. Do you think you'll get to a point where you can make it stick?
Yes, I do. But I'm not there where I want to, because the only reason you're going to stop is if you want to stop. Okay? If the consequences that you face are greater than what you can handle, you'll quit. If they're not, you won't.
Yeah.
Okay? I died from heroin, and I'm like, I believe I won't do that no more. That's what it took for me. But the consequences, I mean, what's the consequence? I'm already homeless and stuff, you know? So I don't want to go to jail, but you know, drugs are bad. I got one. Everything for me is in threes. So alcohol will ruin your body. Don't drink. Methamphetamine will ruin your mind. Your rambling thoughts, and it's just bad for you. But don't do heroin, because heroin is the devil, and heroin will take your soul.
What about if you had 3 wishes, we'll quit? 3 wishes, what would they be?
That everyone could, I got this one's going to go scripted. That everyone would follow my philosophy and try this. There's 3 rules that I use in my life. And I'm not saying I try to do them every day, and most days I do okay. Number 1 is don't lie, cheat, or steal. They're all the same thing. Number 2 is do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. That's living with integrity. I had a little story that goes with that, but maybe next time. And then the 3rd one is treat others like you would like to be treated. Thank you, and I hope this helps someone.
You want 2 more wishes?
Sir?
You want 2 more wishes?
2 more wishes? I'd just be materialistic things. I guess I would like to experience what it's like to be able to have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And to actually be in a relationship, because I can't express feelings. I guess to express feelings and to feel human would be good.
Thank you. We love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, we do.